This is Josiah Plays Tyranny. Alright, we are here in the Tripnetta Wilderness, creeping around, finding enemies, defeating them, and having a good time. Let's back it up a little bit. Alright, we're going to bring Barrick to the front.
Let's be off.
Burst to the thing after the front.
Consider
move
it
up
done.
to here and move to here. Alright. We're gonna drop one of these. And she's gonna do this, and he's gonna do this.
Count.
And these two are gonna go in. Trap triggered. Spike trap cleave critically hits Barrick. Oh, I wanted to disarm that. Hold on. I'm gonna save scum this shit. Save scumming. I wanted to disarm that. The question is, can I creep up and disarm it without alerting those guards? Let's take Sneaky Sneak, my sneaky lady with her 59 subterfuge, and see if she can come up and detect these traps.
See that?
Where's the trap? It says trap detected, but... oh, it's right there. I don't know if she can get up there and disarm that without getting seen. Let's find out. Yep, she did it. Cool. Are there any others that I can detect? Nah, there's not any others. Not right here.
Let's be off.
You got it.
Consider it done.
Oh, I need to go back to fast
Will do.
mode. Alright, now then. Quick save. E. F. F.
Count.
Barrick, in you go.
Look at that.
And Barrick is going to do his little taunt. And he's just going to come in and set a motherfucker on fire. And he is going to drop a fireball on some motherfuckers. And she is going to cast blood of the whatever here.
You can't do that.
And he is going to do striking iron on the person in front of him. And Lantry is going to do an electric jolt on these two. She's gonna run up in here, fuck a motherfucker up. I'm gonna drop a vital body on Barrick. And then Rust. Actually, no. Next, we'll do Blood-Soaked Stone on this one. Barrick will run over and attack this one. Lantry will do a Quill Strike on this one.
Sorry, I can't. Bleed out.
What is Barrick even doing right now? He's prone. Oh, that's why he's not doing anything useful. Alright.
What a rush.
We did Blood-Soaked Stone. We'll do a Thrust. Barrick. Iron Tolling. Rime Spike.
None stand in our way.
Seraphina's getting wrecked now. Attack. Attack. Attack.
I got it.
Heal.
Right.
Fire attack. Taunt. Cool strike.
You got it.
Take it if you can.
Take that!
Let's do a little heal on him.
That's how it's done.
Will do.
Okay, hold on. First, get it done.
You got it. You got it. Right.
There we go. Got a little training there at the end.
Moving cautiously. Will do.
Got some heavy bronze gauntlets. Nobody's gonna use those. It's a trap.
Found something.
Subterfuge. See what's up here. Let us see what is up here. The other side of this. There's no hidden items up here or anything? Seriously? Be creepy.
Time to lighten my step.
Looking for traps. Hellox Florian. Hellox Florian and Travost.
See
Ooh,
that?
Look what I found. Some blood moss. Ooh, a scroll of a sigil of frostfire. Healing potions. Elemental barrier. Let's learn this. Contains a magical accent which fuses the cores of frost and fire together. That is cool. That is cool. Elemental barrier. Let's put that on barrieric. Spell creation. So how do I use that? Let's say I put it on vigor. I can't put it on vigor, right? Or if I put it on fire, then I can put it. It does fire and frost, and it burns them and freezes them. Holy shit, that's cool. Okay, hold on. If we put that on his fireball right here. And we take this off. Lower skill of 60. He can't do it. Okay. If we put it on... Oh, that's lightning. Never mind. 56. 60. 65. 55. 50. 56. We put it on this. 80. No, we can't. Alright, Frostfire is cool. It combines your fire and ice spells together. That's badass. So you do frozen and burning. That is an awesome accent. Man, I love this spell creation system. It's so deep, and I don't even have most of the sigils and stuff yet. I'm still in the very beginning of the game in terms of sigil finding. What am I doing on leveling up? I don't want to miss my opportunity to train. Barrick already trained at level 3? I think he has. Alright, let's quick save. Move forward. Let's talk to these guys. Pelox Florian. The Overlord's peons have arrived! Blades up! Falx in hand and ready for battle, the Vendrian Guard captain bellows orders to the warriors in his camp. Dressed in tarnished bronze and sporting countless scars across his arms, Pelox Florian towers over his peers. If you value your life, drop... His words fall silent as he scans your face in careful detail. Wait, I know you. How on Tyrannis do I know your face? Can it be? Peacebinder? And of course I'm called the Peacebinder because I'm the one that negotiated the peace at the end of the conflict here. The warrior relaxes his grip on his falx. Come to lecture me about not holding up my end of the surrender? If you value your life, drop everything and flee. Or stand and fight. I'm happy with that option too. It just seemed unsporting for me to suggest it. I left my nicest blue flag back at camp, but I'd like to talk all the same. You want to talk? Florian looks in either direction at his soldiers, gauging their reactions. Fine, speak your mind. Try anything funny and I'll run my falx clear up your backside until you taste bronze. Then Pelox Travost speaks. Brother, restrain your blade. A warrior flanking Florian steps forward, placing his hand on the captain's shoulder. Remember, I told you it wasn't just any Fatebinder that saved my life, it was the Peacebinder. Listen before you taunt your way into a fight. Okay, this is the guy whose life we saved during the conquest. Nice. See, that kind of stuff always comes back to benefit you eventually. The Vendrian Guard captain nods slowly, his gaze falling to his feet, until at last he takes a deep breath and speaks. Fatebinder, honor dictates I stay my blade. Please, speak. So I can use the conquest option, try and save lives like I did in the past. Surrender now. I can use subterfuge and lie. Raven Ash sent me to inquire about the disfavored taken captive. I can use lore and lie. We have your brother Tyrell and his band. I can use subterfuge, a different subterfuge, and lie. If you surrender, they'll take you to see the voices of Nerat. Maybe you could poison him. The only one of these, even though I really like using lore and subterfuge, the only one of these that really makes sense is to do conquest. This fits my diplomat character, so I gotta do this one. I'm telling you this to try and save lives like I did in the past. If you'll submit to the voices of Nerat, these soldiers go free. You have my word. I have the Peacebinder's word? He snickers, shaking his head with a nervous smile. Noxmoo, welcome back! Good to see you, Noxmoo. Man, you missed the thing where they talked about the voices of Nerat having the power to churn cheese back into milk. It was just a joke, but it was pretty funny. They talked about being able to turn cheese back into milk, and of course we thought of you. So, I get to meet that masked monstrosity? And my crew lives on so that they might die in the next battle? Think it'd be less worrisome if you told me I had to be Cairn's peg boy. Wow, Cairn's peg boy. That's fucked up. Gain favor with Vendrian. Aren't you listening? Oh, this is Travos the brother talking. Aren't you listening? They want just you. The rest of us slip away and have a chance. If this were a battle and you could stand in front of a disfavored phalanx and actually stall them long enough for me and the crew to escape, you'd do it. You wouldn't think twice. Tyrell would say the same. He loosens his grip on his falx, shaking his head. The Ventrian guard captain inhales deeply, taking a quick survey of his soldiers as he exhales slowly. I will do it. If you allow my soldiers to leave, I will concede and agree to be your prisoner. So I'm just going to be really nice to them. And fail my mission on purpose, because again, I want to join the rebels. I like the rebels, so I'm going to let them all go. It's your lucky day. I'm in a merciful mood. I'll let all of you leave. Go now before I reconsider. Beric is not happy. Is this some sort of joke? I have my reasons. I can glare silently, or I can change my mind, and Beric will like it. Honestly, Beric, you can kind of fuck yourself. I have my reasons. Let me guess. Your disfavored friends are in phalanx formation just west of here. We run right into them and die screaming. Think I'm dumb enough to fall for this? Think what you want, but you should run now before I change my mind. He cracks a nervous smile. I don't get it. Why would you let us escape? Why would you anger your masters? Verse is not happy about it either. Yes, why would you? This isn't my war, I'm just swept up in it. My reasons are my own. Glare silently. Kairos does not wish to rule over an empty wasteland. This war has claimed enough already. You are unworthy prey. I don't kill children, blind folk, or the chronically helpless. Or hopeless. That's fucked up. But this is right here. Is what I've been saying since the beginning with this character. This isn't my war. I'm just swept up in it. Vendrian Guard. I'm up to favor 2 with them. Yes. And Verse, though? Verse isn't thrilled about this at all. I'm up to fear 3 with Verse. Are you kidding me with this shit? Do you have any idea how this makes us look to the Vendrian dogs? Verse's eyes widen with rage as she slowly grinds her jaw. She did not like that. Beric didn't like it either. Incredible. I had my doubts that a member of the court would know anything about war, but this sorry display forced me to lower my expectations. Oh man, Beric and Verse do not like me helping the rebels. Well, they're gonna have to fucking get used to it. Pelox Florian. He nods with a knowing smile. Hazard of being a warrior. If the sharp edges don't get you, eventually your conscience will. You all heard that? Florian turns to address his crew. Time is of the essence. Stow everything in reach, leave the rest, and get moving. The captain nods to you, then turns to depart. See, that's going to come back to reward me later. They're going to be happy. Ooh, I got a reputation ability unlocked. Verse fear ability, Fury's Rage. It's a once per rest. Verse attacks. Does a bunch of damage. Pulse per 3 seconds, 15 seconds. AoE. Mage Fire. Causes burn over time. Project intense flames towards Verse, which she catches on her blades and spins into an aura of wreathing flames around her. Nearby foes take burn damage from the flames while they last. Oh, that's badass. That sounds awesome. Fury's Rage. Alright, so that needs to go on her bar. And here it is. It's once per rest. And this is once per rest. What is she equipping right now? The dagger.
No dice.
Fury's Rage, Death from Above, and Blood-Soaked Stone. Okay. Cool. Doing good. Control life's up to 35 already. Nice. Journal. Leave Tripnetta Wilderness. You've gone against your orders and allowed the Vendrian Guard to flee. It would be best to leave Tripnettle before the Scarlet Chorus catch word of this, or you'll have to silence them. Ooh, am I gonna have to kill Scarlet Chorus people? Now we're really rebelling.
Quiet down. I got it.
Insects flutter around and land on a few pieces of rotten vegetables interspersed amongst the produce. Oh, now we're really gonna be pissing people off if we actually have to start killing Scarlet Chorus people. Studded Iron Gorget. Stubborn Aegis. Okay, the Studded Iron Gorget. Gorgets protect the throat during battle, though offer little by way of flexibility. Plus 10 parry. Oh, well, he's gonna wear that. Or maybe she will. No, he's gonna wear that. 85 parry, that's hot. And the immune to poison we can put on first. Then we have a Stubborn Aegis. This modest shield grants extra protection to wielders who have sustained life-threatening injuries. Minus 15% to all damage taken while health below 35%. That's nice. And that's a lot of plus parry as well. So comparing to his current shield... Oh, that's a nice upgrade for him. A nice upgrade for him. Looks exactly the same. Noxmoo says, "You let the rebels go. Question mark. Make edict to turn Seraphine into a pillar of cows." In before death by edict. Yeah. Pillar of cows edict does sound pretty scary. Sounds pretty serious. Alright, cool. We just got some cool magic items. And... 49% deflection. 91 dodge.
Will do.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got problems. Here come the Scarlet Chorus. Fake Limp. Striding into camp at the tail end of a sprint, the Scarlet Chorus warrior begins to speak, but stumbles forward, bracing himself short of collapse as he catches his breath. "More on the way!" His words roll out between labored breaths. "Patrol from this morning, coming back!" You gained wrath with Scarlet Chorus. Yeah, I did. Scarlet Chorus is not thrilled. "Wait! Fucking where are the Oathbreakers?" His eyes widen as he looks at the camp and the lack of signs of struggle. "Where's the captain? Where in the name of Kairos is he? The fifth eye was adamant." The warrior marches up close. The pungent smells of henna and tooth decay assault your senses. Gain some wrath. I can lie to him, or I can let them go. I can tell him the truth. Well, I'm definitely going to lie to him. Because I don't want to have to murder these guys right now, if I can avoid it. "They fled. We need to run them down now." "But I just came this way. I would have seen." His eyes suddenly go wide, and he readies his blade. "Lying traitor!" Alright, they're not happy. Alright, here's the deal. Seraphina needs to move back here. Barrack needs to move up here. Verse needs to move up here.
I'm not here.
Barrack needs to taunt everybody. Lantry needs to do his little magical thing here. Verse needs to spectral blur herself. And Seraphina needs to put some blood rain on some motherfuckers.
I will take rain.
Verse is now buffed. She's gonna start jumping on this motherfucker with some Eternal Flame. Barrack is now gonna buff himself. Lantry is now gonna start dropping death on some fools. Gonna electric jolt these three. And Seraphina is going to thrust this guy.
You got it.
My armor feels.
That guy's dead already. She's gonna... He's going to Blood-Soaked Stone this one right here, I guess. he just leveled up. He's going to use his special attack here on this guy. He's going to drop a fireball on some motherfuckers.
We can do this!
Uh-oh, what are these guys doing? Lantry, let's rhyme spike some guys. Rhyme spike that guy. You attack this guy. You attack this guy. You attack this guy.
I'll take care of it.
Get back here!
Alright, now we have a horde left. Everybody come over here, unless your name is Verse, in which case come over here. And I will cast a little heal on Derek.
I'll tear your
I'll
skeleton
cast
out by
Vital
your
Body
ass.
on Verse as she starts to take damage. Is this guy even fighting back?
Will do.
Guess not. Well, that was easy enough. Now that we have all these spells and everything sorted out, and we're starting to get our specs going for the characters, and all my healing magic, things are starting to feel better. So if these really do share a cooldown, I guess there's no point in me actually having two of them. Like if I cast this,
Right.
they do share a cooldown. If I cast this,
I got it.
they do share a cooldown. So there's no reason for me to have two of each kind here. But Barrick is going to raise his vitality some more. And he's going to take, let's see, Phalanx 1 gets +2 armor, Retribution, or Pursuit. Oh, I like the idea of Pursuit. I think I'll take Phalanx though. So Barrick and turn on the battle stance. Get a little extra armor. So we just killed some Scarlet Chorus. That's kind of a big deal.
On it.
Like, Tunon and the Archons and all of our bosses would be really fucking unhappy if they knew we had just done this shit. Because, you know, we just murdered our own people. Verse has to be not thrilled about this either. Scarlet Notebook. A red spiral is carved upon the wooden cover of this papyrus notebook. The handwriting within is haphazard and inscrutable, the work of an unpracticed, poorly trained wordcaster. A few entries contain recognizable sentences, and the book appears to be the journal of a Scarlet Chorus commander detailing troop movements. Times and locations are noted alongside numbers and pictures of trees, stick figures, and rocks. The author either didn't know the words for lumber, ore, and people, or just felt more comfortable with pictures than words. While much of the journal is inscrutable, the corner of every page has the day's head count for the author's brigade. While some days note dozens of losses, the brigade appears to be recruiting far faster than its members are dying or deserting. Interesting. Now we got some whetstones. Whetstones. And the journal. Okay. Well, so much for this area, so much for this quest. Says you've allowed Florian and the other Vendorian guard to escape, helping the rebels in the process. Ah, the quest is over. It's complete. So we just have Battle of Echo Crawl Crossing and Forge-Bound Iron left, which is on the same map as Echo Crawl Crossing. So we just have one area to go back to. I need to go back to the camp and train, though. Gots to go do some training. Now that we're all level 4. Let's talk to our people real quick and see if they have anything new to say. Lantry stops his stride, darting his hands about his bandolier and belt as he softly mouths off a mental inventory of his inks and quills. When at last assured his possessions are in place, he looks up at you with a smile. Doesn't look like he has anything new to say right now. Does Barrick?
My Lord Binder, what can I do for you?
No. And does Verse?
At your service, Fatebinder. What do you need?
No, she still likes me enough that even though she's freaked out by what I'm doing, she still likes me enough that she seems to be okay.
What did you have in mind?
What's going on? Maybe they'll say something later about it. Alright, let's go. We're gonna go now back to camp. Which camp? I guess Scarlet Chorus camp. There's no reason to go to the disfavored camp. Oh, that's not true. I have to go to both for training. Alright, Scarlet Chorus first. We're gonna make some time pass. She should be okay. You didn't freak out over the farm incident. That's true, Noxmoo. I gave her a big pass on that. And that is something one would typically freak out about. Back to the camp. I wonder if that kid is dead yet. Fifth Eye doesn't have anything to say. Ooh, Siren is here. She wasn't here before. Oh my god, there's a beast person too. There's beast people here. Closet Throat and Night Yowl. Holy crap. Well, that's cool. I like how things keep changing in the camp. That's the second time I've come back here and found different people here that weren't here before. Alright, let's talk to Snigler Dagos real quick. And I don't really need any of this stuff. What can I sell? This and this and this and this and this and these. And I guess this. I'm gonna hold on to that notebook just in case it's useful for something later. I'm up to 50 bronze rings. I'm feeling rich. Feeling rich. Alright, Siren is here. That's so cool. Hold on. Before we talk to anybody special, though, Two Tooth is still here. He's still not happy. Fine, I've got rings on this next roll. Where's the kid, though? That's the question. Where's the kid? Salveros, Crescent Runner. There's a pig. There's a horde. There's another horde. There's Death Knell. Nothing new to say, it looks like. I don't see the kid. They've probably already crammed his body in a ditch somewhere. And before the kid is modestly indisposed. Huh. Alright. Two Tooth has the kid's blood on his hands, probably. Let's talk to Reg and Baz and do a little training. We've read that before. We've read this before. Okay, so my character needs to train in lore. And Lantry needs to train in lore. These two need to go to the other camp to train. So before we go do that, we're going to talk to these beast men, or beast people. Night Yowl and Closet Throat. Look at the beast people. They look pretty crazy looking. They're really beastly looking for sure. They're not just like typical anthropomorphized sexy, well, I don't find them sexy, but intended to be sexy, like furry characters, you know what I'm saying? Talk to Night Yowl. The hulking creature sizes you up as you approach. He doesn't appear impressed. A young beast man stands in the shadow of an enormous beast woman whose stature still manages to loom over you, even in her crouched position. The beast man's mouth froths with spittle that launches in every direction as he snarls at her.
Night Yowl was promised worthy, tough prey for joining, but Beast Woman only allows Night Yowl to hunt weakest of humans. Saves best kills for self.
Wait, he's actually joined the Scarlet Chorus? He pounds the earth, causing a small fissure to erupt.
Night Yowl was second strongest of Stonestalker males before joining Scarlet Humans. Rutted even with 100 blood, with tribes Prima, was promised own pack for abandoning tribe mates.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do something different with that voice, because that's kicking my throat's ass. Alright, let's read about Stonestalkers. The largest spanning beast tribe in the entirety of the tiers. The Stonestalkers of Azure nearly tripled in population during a period of domestication and forced labor in service to the farmers and ranchers of the realm. However, like all beasts, the Stonestalkers were born wild and yearned to range free, unfettered by humans within their own homeland. In ancient times, the tribe was known as the Meadowkins, but they were denied a name during their centuries of enslavement. In the turmoil created by Kairos' invasion of the Tiers and the conquest of Azure, the beasts rebelled and won their freedom. Drawn to the enigmatic presence of Cairn, Archon of Stone, the beasts took the name Stonestalker as their own. After Cairn's defeat, when Kairos proclaimed the Edict of Stone on Azure, creating the Stone Sea, the Stonestalkers, man, there was a lot of use of the word stone in a row there. The Stonestalkers retreated into the wilds. The humans who have since encroached on their territory have been slaughtered. Alright, so he was a Stonestalker, but why did he come and join the Scarlets? And what is the Prima? The leader of a beast tribe. A supremacy almost always held by a female. This rank is won and defended through vicious bloodshed and fights for dominance rather than birthright. Many alphas may exist within a single tribe, but only one can rise above the others as Prima. Okay, so that's a beast person leader. Or a beast. I guess they're just called beasts. Alright. Promised own pack for abandoning tribe mates. This is Closet Throat, the large female. The crouched beast woman lets out a deafening cackle, her broad, sharp teeth appearing between each bellow.
Strong Stonestalker? Beast man worth rutting?
She snorts.
No, Closet Throat sees only mewling first season cub before Beast Woman now. She's only tenderfoot. Only weak whelp fit to chase injured dying prey, not best fighters on battlefield.
Night Yowl bares his teeth and lunges for the beast woman, but she is swift to stand, hackles raised, and a callous palm far larger than his head harshly pins him to the ground in one deft swipe. His face smashes into the earth with a whip-like crack of stone, followed by a defeated whimper. Closet Throat stares down at you with as much regard as she might show the wild dogs that roam the camp.
Human.
She sniffs in your direction, and her nose wrinkles as she scowls, disgusted by your foul scent. Actually, that's just fucking Barrack that she's smelling.
Humans,
she hacks.
Always are encroaching on Beast Woman. Have no sense of danger, no recognition for prowling, hungry predators. Are worse than sniveling beast men.
She grinds the beastman's face deeper into the dirt before lifting her clawed and gnarled fingers off of him. He quickly scrambles to his feet to nurse his head.
Speak quickly, and maybe Beast Woman will listen.
I could say I wager I could take you with athletics, but I'm not going to. I could bare my teeth in a wild, dangerous grin. Offering of blood and bone. No, that doesn't really sound like something my character would say. Where are you from, Beast? What's going on here? What's going on here? Maybe I would do this as a manipulative kind of, you know, diplomat, understanding about how beast people work. Let's try it. Don't worry, I know how to properly respect a beast. Allow me to gift you an offering of blood and bone. But what am I actually offering her? Gain some love there. The beast woman perks up at your enticing words. She sniffs you curiously, more thoroughly than before, and she smacks her lips softly, longingly, beginning to slather and drool. Your party members must be looking at each other going, what the fuck? I know, right? For a moment, you think she'll make a grab for you, but she merely sits back on her haunches, relaxed and watching you, pleasantly piqued as she scratches the taut stretch of her hard-muscled stomach.
Yes, Beast Woman like gifts of blood and bone, of fresh kills, but Claws at Throat does not want such treats now. Instead, little Blunt Claw will join Beast Woman in hot slaughter of humans in one season soon.
She spreads her massive maws in a deadly grin. Alright, maybe we'll slaughter humans together someday. That'll be fun. What tribe are you from, Beast? She puffs her dirty, hairy teats. Wow. That's something I haven't seen in an RPG before. Somebody puffing their dirty, hairy teats. And purrs with pride.
Claws at Throat was born of tribe with no name and no lands, called Summer Snout by Tearsmen who stole Azure lands from tribe's ancestors. Then Claws at Throat became Great Stone Stalker, slaughtered own slavers and fought for tribe's freedom. Tribe who became strong, unbreakable as stone, because of earth mystic called Archon Cairn.
Okay, so from the Stone Stalkers. Slaughtered own slavers, nice. She sniffs at the memory.
But now Cairn sleeps and dreams, drifting slowly into death in Stonelands. 100 Blood protects Free Tribe, and Claws at Throat fights to kill more Tearsmen as Scarlet Stalker.
How did you come to join the Scarlet Chorus? SR Draven, how you doing? What's going on?
Human pack called Scarlet Chorus is vicious, cunning, feral. Like tribes, like beast women.
She snarls, but the sound is pleased and rumbling, nearly a purr as she cranes her face in the direction of the voices of Narat's war tent.
Chorus humans are dirty and reek like rotten meat. So easily shriek and tear at own throats, but also respect strongest of pack. And beast women are strongest of all creatures, are best predators. Like Archon called Narat, Pack's fierce and ruthless alpha is mystic who can swallow prey, blood and bones whole. Makes beast woman want to rut, fight, kill.
So she's getting a little excited. So she likes the chorus because the chorus are wild and crazy like the beast people are.
Makes beast woman want to rut, fight, kill.
She sighs hungrily.
Makes beast woman want.
What's going on here?
Human has keen eyes, yes. Can see beast woman is disciplining insolent packmate.
She snaps a menacing sneer at the cowed beastman.
Mewling, whimpering male. Nightjar will learn Beastman's rank in new pack, or will not survive for many seasons longer.
A soft growl burbles up from the back of his throat in response to her threat, but he keeps his eyes downcast, refusing to meet her gaze. I think that's about all I'm going to talk about with these beast people right now. These crazy beasts. Well, have fun with your whole...
Whine for Beast Woman.
She yips a laugh and grins, clearly self-pleased.
Pant and beg for claws at throat.
Well... You know, maybe we'll try the I wager I could take you. Maybe my character is struck by a sense of random whimsy and thinks she'll play along with this beast person and see what happens. I wager I could take you. The beast woman snorts, a stab of incredulity opening the features of her face. Then she howls with racking, full-bodied laughter.
Human is bold as kith, is born hunter like Beast Woman. If claws at throat did not have runt whelp cur like Night Yowl to train, Beast Woman would happily enjoy fighting with human. Speak quickly, and maybe Beast Woman will listen.
Well, yeah, so she liked that. And then we've got Siren to talk to, who's one of my most favorite characters from the ones I read about before the game. He seems super interesting. So let's talk to Siren. It's been a while since I did a hard save. She's got a nice dress. A young woman stands flanked by a pair of soldiers. The ornate headdress cresting her brow lends her otherwise small figure an intimidating aspect. From gear to gown, everything about her starkly contrasts the wretched state of the camp. She looks both at ease and uncomfortable, composed in her element and completely unsure. In before, hey Siren, how are your teats doing today? That's not appropriate, Nox. She turns to you.
Oh, look. Mother has returned. Have I gotten out of line? Have you come to punish me? Am I a bad girl? Or do you just want to use my power?
I like her. Her face takes on a mock-serious demeanor as she speaks, and with her words you hear the sound of a breeze rustling through the forest. It's at the same time calming and distressing. The girl smiles.
Do you remember me, Fatebinder? Now don't disappoint me. We worked together at the Vellum Citadel. You used my voice to subdue those naughty sages who tried to escape your edict.
Oh, I remember. Conquest decision. During the Vellum Citadel campaign, Siren used her power to enthrall sages who crept beyond their stronghold. When the mages started to spout off forbidden knowledge to the forces of Kairos, you punished the disfavored soldiers responsible for killing the sages, and ordered several members of the Legion to serve the Archon of Song as personal bodyguards. Yeah, I remember that. The gentle breeze of her words gains force as she speaks. She takes a small step forward, and the soldiers to her side move in, barring passage with their weapons. She looks at them and rolls her eyes. When she does, the sound of the approaching storm fades. Do I look like I can hurt her? She returns her gaze to you and leans forward as if to share a secret. Gain loyalty with Siren. Already up to favor. Oh, that's just Scarlet Chorus. Honestly, what passes for guards these days, right? Not anything like the disfavored guards you gave me. It's a shame they died the way they did. Gain very major loyalty. Okay, this says the same thing that we just read. Oh well, life in Kairos' employ is dangerous. At least it is for most people. I'm quite capable of taking care of myself.
These good people aren't for my protection. Apparently, I'm dangerous. But I guess you already knew that.
She is dangerous.
Look at me! Do you think I seem dangerous? What harm can a 15-year-old girl cause? I'm only a child.
Yeah, sure you are. The smile falters. She looks down, her hand moving to the headdress, her thumb tracing the edge of it along her jawline. She looks back up, the hard look back in her eyes. She regards you for a moment before continuing.
So, Tunon's Fatebinder in the middle of a battlefield. Kairos must be desperate. You were sent to shame Ash and Nerat into action, weren't you?
Pretty much, yeah.
Ash certainly needs someone to dig a heel into his back, if only to distract him from his problem.
She purses her lips in thought.
But Nerat, he's just a cat playing with a realm-sized mouse, isn't he?
Number 4. I'm sorry, is it my turn to talk now? I thought this was listen to Siren blather time.
What are you suggesting about Nerat? What? Oh, never mind. There isn't anything interesting happening in camp, and the solitude is making me paranoid. Nerat is the Archon of Secrets. I'm sure he has one or two he isn't sharing with everyone.
I can't be expected to keep track of all his comings and goings. His plans and secret meetings. His betrayals.
She trails off and stands in thought for a few moments.
Now, you didn't hear this from me, but since you were kind enough to give me that gift at the Vellum Citadel, I'll tell you a little bit more.
The Vellum Citadel, which would be when I gave her the bodyguards. See, I'm getting a lot of mileage out of that. She looks around and leans in, lowering her voice.
I think it's strange that the real fighting in Vendrian's Well only started recently. A couple of weeks at most. Almost like someone authorized a truce with the Oathbreakers or something.
That is strange, actually. Truce.
Anyway, we have a more important matter to deal with. There is something you can do to assist me.
Tell me what I need to do. In the corner of your eye, you see Verse cup her hands to her ears, turning her head away from Siren. Oh, she's trying to block out any magic charm effect. She doesn't want to get ordered to do anything. Siren's mouth opens in a perfect O shape, and the sound that pours out is captivating, entrancing. It dampens the ambient bustle of the camp, and until it seems that nothing exists but her voice.
Remove my helmet.
The ruby headpiece on her brow flashes, as if in warning. So I know from reading the lore stuff that her helmet was actually put on her by the Archons, by Voices of Nerat or somebody, one of the more powerful Archons, to control her power so that she's not too powerful. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to control her or whatever. And she can't take it off. So her asking me to remove it is obviously not a good idea, because bad things will probably happen. So I'm going to use my lore here, and I'm going to say, what are you trying to do to me?
Really? That's it? How disappointing. It was worth a try, I suppose, though it appears to have been a colossal waste of effort.
She sighs and gives a sheepish smile.
I hoped you would assist me in a delicate matter, but it appears you're more nuisance than help. I have no further use for you. Perhaps later. You're dismissed, Fatebinder.
She brushes you away with a wave. I can glare silently at Siren. You will answer some questions for me first.
I said dismissed until I have further need of you. Your presence displeases me.
Okay, she's not happy. This time her voice takes on a different quality. It screeches like a piece of flint stuck in a grinding wheel. You can feel it down to your toes, and you want nothing more than to make a hasty exit before the Archon inflicts more of her terrifying song.
For the love of Kairos! That was the Archon of Song in the flesh!
I know, right, Lantry? I forgot to ask her for her autograph. Darting his head for a furtive look back at Siren, Lantry sighs in awe. Oh, her, we go way back. Oh, her? We go way back.
You know the Archon? I dare say, traveling with you will prove most illuminating.
Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. I know people. I know people. Let's just put it that way.
You there! The one in the tin barrel. Remove my helmet.
You address me, lady? Finer craftsmanship I have never seen. You wish the helmet removed?
Barrick hesitates before Siren. He seems at once ready to follow her order and nervously uncertain. Let's try it. Do as she tells you, Barrick.
Yes, Fatebinder. I am the Archon's instrument, the devoted envoy of her beautiful song.
This is not gonna go well, I have a feeling. Barrick approaches Siren and attempts to unlatch the back of her helmet.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Barrack, is it? You don't appear to be the most dexterous soldier in the Phalanx. Do you really think that's gonna work?
Barrick fumbles with the complex locking mechanism that fastens the helmet shut. Perplexed, he gives up and begins to pull at his own helmet, struggling to pry away at the metal fused to his shoulders and neck.
You idiot! That's your helmet, not mine!
Spoony Barrick.
I must say, I'm incredibly impressed with the quality of underlings you've got there, Worm.
Thanks, Siren. You're really a nice person.
Oh, what happened? My head feels like someone's been running back and forth inside of it.
Barrick worries his brow. Man, he couldn't figure out how to take off her helmet, so he tries to take off his, which is also unremovable.
Once again, the worm dares to defy the songbird. Don't worry, little worm. One day the bird will get her prey.
He's really calling me a worm? Man, you're gonna end up being my party member, so calm your shit.
Be gone, worm. You are not welcome here. Be gone, worm.
Tell me how you really feel, Siren.
You are not welcome here.
Needs more of an option to pretend to say an edict against her? Yeah, I think that's the kind of thing you probably aren't allowed to joke about. Like taking Kairos' name in vain. Alright. Well, I think we're done here in this camp. We need to head back to the other camp to do the training for the other two characters. So off we go to do that. Back to the disfavored camp. Just a couple hours. No big deal. And now that we've arrived back here, indeed we have arrived back here. Now that we've arrived back here, we're going to wait for the loading screen to finish. Loading screens of eternity. Okay. Sterling Hagnon. We will go and get our training and then go forth to do our next and final quest in this area. Well, not the final quest in the area, but the final quest that we have currently. To Jumping Jawa. Nice. Good name. I like that. I dressed up as a Jawan for Halloween once when I was a little kid. I really did. True story. She has the whiff of a Bene Gesserit. Ah, Dune. Dune reference. Yeah, she kind of does actually. That's a good call. How you doing, Jumping Jawa? So anyway, if you're watching the stream, I am not done playing. I'm going to keep playing for several more hours. But if you're watching YouTube, that is going to do it for this episode. So, thanks for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Tyranny.